Mr. Powell. He is a retired chief of police with the Illinois Commerce Commission and a former chair and
I have 24 hours to write the
organization. So if you all could give him a warm welcome, we'd appreciate it.
Good morning. How's everybody?
Good.
It's a beautiful crowd here. That's a good thing. I'm not a great speaker. You know, I'm going to try to wing this, but we're all here for the same purpose, and that's to make sure that justice is done on all levels. We're here to make sure that when our kids go out, whether it's 10 in the morning or 10 at night, that they're feeling safe, that they're going to return home safe to us, as well as our parents. There's no saying that evil flourishes where good men and women do nothing. And that is also true. We're here to stand up for what we feel and know is right. There are a lot of senseless killings throughout these United States, and it needs to be stopped. I've done 39 years of law enforcement, and I've seen quite a bit of stuff, whether it's crimes based on racism, hate crimes, or whether it's just a family member killing another family member. It needs to cease. We need to stop the violence.
That's right.
It affects all of us. It gets into our pockets economically. So we need to do what is right for our children and our future. You know, often in law enforcement, we deal with situations, and I look at some of the stuff that's been going on throughout the nation, and one area that I really identify is that there's a lot of lack of training. A lot of lack of training. A lot of lack of first-line supervisors not doing their jobs. And they need to be really dealt with. Yes, sir. On all levels in these police departments throughout the nation.
Yes.
You know, it is wrong that this guy will go out in a patrol car to a public that's entrusting them and not do his job or not know how to do his job. And it needs to be stopped. The main issue with dealing with the training and throughout these nations, because it takes dollars. You know, I'm a first line supervisor and I have an officer that is not doing his job, it's up to me to begin to deal with that officer. I don't have to be really harsh on that officer, but I need to identify what is the problem. Are you having family problems? Are you having financial problems? Or, are you having race problems on the job? You need to identify those things, because these are some of the things that causes these shootings out there. You go to a crime scene and you get there and you look around and you don't have backup, because the backup might be by White Oak Mall and you're sitting here at 6th and Capitol. When will the backup get here to help me? So when the backup doesn't get here, then you panic. And the next thing you're looking at, maybe I have to draw my gun to stop. So once you draw that gun, now you're putting yourself in a situation that if I don't use it, the person that I've drawn this gun on, they're going to identify that and they're going to further their attack on me. So now you got to shoot it. And now the city's got issues. And it's happening throughout this country, and it needs to be stopped. The National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, which I am a member, as well as Mr. Bob Moore. Bob Moore brought me into the organization, and I've been there ever since, and we've done various presentations throughout Springfield. And it's alarming that we're trying to share this information with the community of Springfield, but when we look out in the audience, we have 5 or 6 people. Well, yes, we go ahead and address, those 5 or 6, but we need the backup of this community. If you want something done, you have to step up. You have to get away from that television. You know, all of us work and always go home tired. But when it's something important, like the shootings that have occurred that may hit your city, you have to be a part of it. You have to step up. You have to voice. You will find that you will get the support. I work part-time here at the Capitol as security for the Senate. And I watch and identify that we're not getting the young people to come up here and listen to some of that legislation. And it's just like going to church. Don't send your child to church. Take your child to church. And the same thing applies here. Bring your child up to the Senate. Let them listen. If they have questions, explain it to them. If you don't have an answer to them, then take it to one of your state representatives or senators to get the answer. There's always avenues. There's always room to learn and to train. And we need to step up and be the trainers that our kids will respect down the road. I appreciate you, and thanks all for coming out. I thank the organization that put this together, Sunshine. They did a great job, and it's so beautiful that